San Pablo, Belize. Residents of this remote village, with help from Engineers Without Borders, install a hydraulic ram pump in a river gorge to lift water over 100 feet to the village above. The pump provides a steady supply of water to the village, and more important, it frees the young girls of the village from the tedious work of carrying buckets of water up the steep slopes. Now, instead of spending their days in demanding physical labor, they can go to school. In 1998, a severe El Niño dropped 16 days of continuous rain onto the village of Santa Rita, Peru, an area of considerable poverty. The Huamanzana River rushed over its banks, damaging homes, the local school, crops, and possessions. The infrastructure of the village was demolished, and 4 years later it still lies in ruins. Homes are roofless and deserted. Businesses are closed, farmland barren. Santa Rita desperately needs sustainable structures, community facilities, cropland, and water treatment. Putaka Zambugu, Mali. Professor Bernard Amadei and his colleagues introduce a remarkably simple device for preserving food and medicines in hot, dry climates without using fuel or electricity. Without refrigeration, farmers are forced to sell their produce on a daily basis for whatever price the market will bear. With the pot in pot, they can sell on a demand basis, getting higher prices in the marketplace. Local potters have all the materials needed to make a living producing them. There is still, however, much work to be done, and Engineers Without Borders will return. The villagers need safe drinking water, human-powered pumps, sanitation, school and medical facilities, and so much more. Today, over 6 billion people inhabit planet Earth, a number that will grow to 8 billion in the next 25 years. Nearly all of this growth will be in developing countries, places without adequate access to clean water, sanitation, and proper hygiene. Each day, 6,000 people, children mostly, die from these appalling conditions. More than 80% of our planet's inhabitants live in poverty, and 1/3 die from famine every year. The scale of this problem requires a new way of thinking for the engineering profession. Instead of spanning rivers, engineers will need to span cultures. Instead of building skyscrapers, they will need to build communities. They will need to be interested in sustainability first, technology second. At the core of this new way of thinking is the idea of appropriate technology. It must be simple, robust, and effective. It must be maintainable by the people who are using it, utilizing local skills and easily attainable materials. And if possible, it should contribute to the development of a sustainable system for improving the community over the long term. Jobs, new skills, new opportunities. Many of the problems in the developing world cannot be solved by short-term international aid programs. They require the dedication of a new generation of engineers, working with local communities, listening to the people who actually live with the problem. Engineers Without Borders links people in need around the world with technologies and experience that will help them engineer their own futures. At the same time, we teach today's students to be globally, environmentally, and culturally aware by immersing them in real projects, helping real people on the ground where the needs are acute and the stakes are high. This direct involvement is changing the way tomorrow's engineering leaders view their profession. They will be dedicated to the principles of sharing technology for the benefit of all people, respecting the culture and dignity of those in need of help, and preserving the long-term health of our shared resources, our planet Earth. Engineers Without Borders works with partners in business, government, academia, and private organizations worldwide to bring sustainable solutions to people in need. You can help by providing resources, identifying appropriate projects, or serving as a mentor for the students who are working on these critical problems. We know where we need to go. We know how to get there. All we need now is you.